What's up, YouTube? This is your man, Vernacular TV. If you like the content that I'm producing, please like the video, post a comment, and subscribe to the channel. It is very important in these times that we as young black people, we as the global citizen of the world, be able to, chime in our thoughts to the political discourse of our time. So that is why I'm always doing a video blogging on YouTube, because I want to chime in my thoughts as to what's going on within the international system. What is my place within the international system? People that look like me, what is our place in the international system? Are we going to be the one who able to tell the story of the times, or are we going to let our oppressor and those who have controlled us for so long tell a story? So that's why it's very important that we chime in our thoughts. Our audience may be small, but our voice matter. So, however, today I would like to have a conversation about the driving changes within the international system. The changes is being forged forcefully within the system. Different narratives being forged within the system. And one of the main crises that is going on right now within the system is Russia invasion of Ukraine. It has put Europe on high alert. NATO is on high alert. The United States is on high alert. Germany, all these states are on high alert. The shifting conversation within the system, within the geopolitics, and also within the relations between nations. Oil price, gas and oil prices is skyrocketing. We are still coming up out of the corona pandemic. So the market, domestically and internationally, we see inflation. We see rising prices. We see supply chain on disconnection. So these conversations being had also because Russia is a very crucial gas provider to Ukraine and to the Europeans, and also with the Nord Stream 2 pipeline. So those narratives is also forging within the system. The Europeans said it will remove Russia from the SWIFT international banking system, which will create another, rise in inflation when Russia defaults on its payment within the system. But however, a very important narrative is brewing within the contest between United States and Saudi relations. Recently, Saudi Arabia is claiming that the country of Saudi Arabia now is going to sell its oil within the Chinese currency of the yuan. If that was feasible, that would actually pose a threat to United States dominance as far as the understanding of the petrodollar relations. Ever since the 1970s, with the oil crisis, the European and the Western world realized that Saudi oil is very crucial. That's why the United States have assured Saudi Arabia the protection that Saudi Arabia needs in order to protect itself or defend itself, according to Saudi defense from his Iranian counterpart within that political dynamic of Shiaism and Sunnism, vying for power within the Middle East. But recently, Saudi Arabia is threatening the United States to sell its oil within the yuan currency. Currently, in this current time, I don't think that's feasible. The current leadership of Saudi Arabia, de facto leadership, which is the young prince Mohammed bin Salman. Bin Salman has been facing a lot of scrutiny internationally for the allegation that he sent his henchmen to go and murder his critic Jamal Khashoggi, in the Turkey embassy, and dismember his body. So criticism have come to the young prince with Mohammed bin Salman. So he's kind of acting now because he facing opposition from some Western factions that believe that Saudi Sharia law and Saudi policy, of mass execution is not a good reflection to the relation between the United States or the Europeans and the Saudi relation. But it's very important to know that the United States and the European very much depends on Saudi oil in order for its activity to continue, in order for these multinational conglomeration oil company to continue to profit. BP share, Royal Dove share, Aramco, Saudi Aramco, all these different oil entities is very important as Saudi keep pumping out oil. But Saudi Arabia is threatening the United States to sell its oil in the yuan currency. I don't think that's feasible. Saudi do need United States protection, very much so. However, you can see that Joe Biden understands the importance of Saudi oil within the market because prices are rising up. He recently capitulated to sending Saudi Arabia the Patriot missile system that Saudi Arabia has been asking for its battle against the Houthis militia from Yemen. Saudi has been waging a protracted war against the Houthis of Yemen with no avail, with no success like Saudi Arabia would want. And the humanitarian crisis that the war have created, it's a bad light to the Saudi regime. You know, Saudi Arabia is also getting the backing of Western countries like the United States and the Europeans, kind of whitewashing some of its alleged, crimes that is being committed. However, that political dynamic between Saudi Arabia and Iran and vying for power within the Middle East is also driving Saudi sentiment as far as they wanting to sell their oil to the Chinese. The United States has been negotiating a deal with the Iranian, the former deal that was signed by President Obama, the JCPOA, the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action that would try to curb or try to do away with the Iranian ambitions of trying to get a nuclear missile as alleged by Israel and the United States and its European partners. So that dynamic is taking place. The mere fact that when Trump came to power, he dismantled the JCPOA. He got rid of the deal, but when Joe Biden came to power, now he reestablishing the deal with the Iranians, which the Saudi feel like it posed a threat to its national security. If the United States and Iran start to cooperate more, Saudi feel like, why must I be loyal to the United States? I can go to other allies, or I can find other avenues to try to do business, to try to guarantee my securities. So all these political dynamics taking place within the international system. Russian invasion of Ukraine is crucial to some of the financial potential crisis we about to see. The sanctioning of Russia, removing Russia from the SWIFT, the Middle East relation between Israel, between Saudi Arabia, between Iran, between Turkey, the vying for power within that region. The conversation is shifting within the system. However, fossil fuel drive this narrative. However, I'm going to stress once again, fossil fuel drive this narrative. Oil and gas drive the market. Oil and gas drive the market. It drive how things is going to go. So when there is a crisis, as we see in wartime, inflation and prices start to skyrocket. And that's what we're seeing right now with Russia's invasion of Ukraine and Saudi Arabia threatening potentially to sell its oil to the Chinese within the yuan currency, which I don't think is feasible because Saudi definitely do need the United States military guarantees and security guarantees. However, chime in your thoughts to the video. That's why it's important that we be able to chime in our thoughts to the global conversation. We are no longer domestic. We are no longer just rural. Our mindset is expanding. So we are part of the global narrative. The audience is going to continue to grow because that's what knowledge is. It grows over a period of time. So, hey, check out your boy. Chime in your thoughts.